Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope you are all doing well. This is a fine December morning before Christmas. I hope we are all doing well. Welcome. Let me just make sure that I have my things open before I set. Oh, nice. Just going here. Pop out chat. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow today as per usual. But anyway, we are here. Ah! This angle. There we go. Oh, it's really dark, isn't it? I closed my door, so let's see. Can hardly see a thing. Sorry about my hair. It's a struggle today. How are we all doing today? Welcome to the live stream. It has been a hot minute since our last one. Sarita, how are you? Welcome. Now is it too bright? It feels like it's almost too bright. Maybe. I don't know. I guess this is how it's gonna be. Pardon my breakouts. Like, I always go through and pardon my pale lips. I'm like so dehydrated, you guys. Like, it is so dry in this God-forsaken apartment building. Like, my eyes, I kid you not, my eyeballs were so dry yesterday that it was just every time I blinked or my eyes shifted, it was like so bad. Mars, how are you? I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I've been doing well. How are you? I've been doing well. I've taken the past few days off after we ended Vlogmas to just kind of relax and calm down a little bit, because I can't, let me just expose a little reality for you. But Vlogmas is so high energy required to get through it that I have a secret for giving myself artificial energy, because caffeine does not do it for me. Caffeine simply it kind of wakes me up, but otherwise it more so just gives me the jitters, especially if I don't eat. But there's this one secret I have for faking high energy for myself, and that is taking a non-drowsy antihistamine that's for sinuses. And it has an ingredient in there that's a stimulant. And it if I am just low energy, really struggling, I will take one of these, and I kid you not, I will be high energy, go, chatty for probably 8 hours. But then the bad thing about it is once it wears off, I crash pretty hard. Apparently not everyone gets like that with these types of antihistamines, but I do. HoneyBii takes them and he doesn't really experience the same way I do. And I'm yo, if I need to work, I take one of these, and it's just, I can do anything when I take one of these. So that's kind of my secret for being able to do things when I'm low energy, because otherwise I am just that I don't even know if you would call it personality type, but that person that's always tired, perpetually chronic fatigue. That is me. You will never naturally find me in a high energy mindset. I think the last time I was naturally high energy was probably when I was a teenager. Let's be real. In my early youth. Anyway, I have not been taking them now that Vlogmas is over. So today's stream will be a nice, soft, casual vibe, casual energy type of moment. So I hope you guys are cozy. I hope you have a nice tea or something, a nice coffee or something to start your morning. I know most of you guys that watch my live streams here usually are watching while you're doing what? Why do I always fiddle around with things once the stream is like going? What was I talking about? I already had my coffee today, but my eyes are heavy because, like, is the music too loud? I can't tell. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Caffeine for you is a psychological hug, but never energizing me. That is an amazing way of defining it. Like, I don't ever get energized from caffeine, but it's just, I don't even know. But yeah, it's definitely a psychological hug. Like, there's something about it that's like, start your day. I don't know. Maybe it's a homebody's trait. I don't know. I've been that way my whole life, except for like my early youth. Like, the only time I was high energy was when I was like a child / early teenager. I think I started getting permanently tired. It started like late high school. Like, I remember I think it was grade 11, and I would just like come home from school and I would always need a nap. Like, I would take like 4-hour naps. That's not even a nap. That's just going to sleep. I would just go to sleep after school, starting in grade 11, and it just stayed that way permanently. I think that was also, I think it was like mid to late high school when I decided I need a career where I am work from home, because I don't have the energy to be going out every day. Like, I can't. And I remember the hardest thing was when I worked full-time. Actually, the hardest thing was when I worked full-time anywhere. Especially in Korea, because I had a 2-hour commute every single day on the train. Fortunately, I could just take like one train the whole way. Unless I was running late, then I would transfer on the express train to Gangnam. But I just remember every morning and every evening, I would just talk, like, in my head, I would talk to myself, be like, I am not made for this lifestyle. Like, this is absolutely debilitating. Would I recommend the kind of nose job that I had, where they do not break the nose? Well, it all depends on your nose, right? Like, my nose didn't need to be broken because I don't have a hump. I didn't have a hump. And I didn't have a crooked, like, this part of my nose has always been like this. Like, it's always been fine. It was always straight. It always had a little bit of a slope. Like, there was no need to have a big nose job for me. Like, it really depends on, like, what kind of nose you naturally have. And then also depends on, like, your consultation with your surgeon. If your nose is naturally, like, not really that bad, in your opinion, then sure. But my nose job, the whole purpose of it was, unfortunately, I feel like it reverted. But the whole purpose of my nose job was to Why does it kind of feel reversed? Anyway, was to re-add the curvature here, like essentially shave a bit of a curvature in this area, because like along this part of my nose bridge, right where the nostril begins, it was just like a flat slope. well, this side always had like a natural curve in it, like most people do. So the purpose of it was to go in and kind of recreate that. But the only way they could gain access to that area was to like cut here and go in, and then go in to target that side. But when you go in to target that side, because you cut here, that creates, it makes the tip fall. So because they cut in here, you're apparently forced to do a tip refinement at that point, or else you will have a falling tip of your nose. So they had to take cartilage from behind my ear to support the tip, so that when this part of my, where they cut, when that collapses, because they had to cut it, you build up the tip again, so you don't have like a kind of a hook or a sloping tip start. That's how my surgeon in Korea explained it to me, which made sense. And he was like, are you okay with that? Because obviously you're going to have a scar. And I'm like, I don't give a crap. Like, who's going to notice a scar there? And if people do, who cares, right? So my nose job was pretty unique and really personalized towards my unique situation. So it's not really something that I can easily recommend for other people. Because yeah, there was nothing to be done here. It was all really just this that was worked on, and then because they had to work on this one side of my nose, they had to do a tip refinement and raise my tip a bit, which looks pretty, like they did a great job of making my tip look almost the exact same it originally was. But the unfortunate thing is, like, when you do anything with a nose job, there's a chance of the scar tissue kind of filling in what was done, and that definitely happened to me. It's a really common thing with nose jobs. So I feel like if I wanted to in the future, because it definitely reverted almost back to normal, like it really feels like nothing was done there at all. If anything, I just ended up getting a tip refinement. In the future, maybe I would go back and see if they can like carve out that nostril, because it does bother me a lot. But it's not really, it's meh. Like you'll see, like, if you look up YouTube videos, there's some people that have had double nose jobs, and the reason is because scar tissue can refill in what was done, especially with humped noses. Like, it's really common for scar tissue to refill in the hump to a degree that some people will get shaved off. I didn't, like I said, I didn't get that done because I didn't have a hump. I always had like a slope. But yeah, I can't really suggest. You best to just get a consultation. Like, a consultation is where you're going to get all the answers and really find out what you truly need / what you actually can physically do. Like for me, I have a really, really thin nose bridge, and there actually isn't much I can even do with a nose job because my nose is pretty thin and small. And I remember when I was talking to the surgeon, he said like there's a lot he can't do because of how small my nose actually is, that they can't do much. And I was like, well, that's fine, because all I want is the nostril area. That's it. Other than that, I did want like this area widened, but they said like the only way that they could do that is putting an implant. But because again, my nose is so small and the skin is so thin on white people, that putting an implant would be very visible on me. And I was like, okay, whatever, like fine, it can't be done, it can't be done. But the pro is that after like 7 years, fillers advanced so much that now for that, I can just get filler, which I have had for about 1.5 years to almost 2 years, to just like widen this area. So they put like filler in the center, and as filler settles, it kind of spreads wider. So that was amazing. I do feel like I need a touch up though, because it has been almost 2 years and it's definitely not as predominant as it used to be. But it still gave me like, because this part in between my eyes used to be pretty sunken as well, and it gave me a really nice like Like just a really nice smooth transition from like my forehead to my nose bridge. I would 10 out of 10. Like if you have a small nose like me, like even though I have a projected nose because I'm white. So I have a projected nose and it's not really like flat to my face. It is really skinny. So because there's not much that I can do on my nose in terms of procedures, using fillers is a great way to get results without any like procedures. Mind you, filler is to a degree temporary, but on me, filler lasts really long. Like as time goes by, your body naturally starts to break down filler a little bit. A small amount of it will always remain, but on me, my body hardly breaks it down. So the only way that I feel like I can truly get rid of filler is if I dissolve it. So that's nice because I definitely get my money's worth. Like it's been 2 years and it's like it's fine. Anyway, let's start our skincare routine while we answer some of your guys' comments. I have not washed my face yet today. I have sleepy crusties all over my eyes still and they're really uncomfortable. So to wash my face today, because my skin is excessively dry, as soon as Vlogmas ended, I microneedled. I did like intensive exfoliation with a dermabrasion device. So my skin has been in a recovery phase since then. I'm so glad I did microneedling. Like it always, like it's just the best for anti-aging. But anyway, because of that, we're gonna skip all types of everything today. And I'm gonna be using my Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented Facial Toner on a cotton pad to freshen my skin. This toner is really great for people that are extremely dehydrated. It doesn't have much in terms of calming ingredients. It really is just like a super hydrating toner. And we're just going to, oh, it feels so good already. Pardon if my face gets red too. I have sensitive skin. Always so good. This has been a holy grail toner of mine for years, like ever since I worked in South Korea about like 9 to 10 years ago. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. Oh, it feels good. How do I get this template to go live? The comments on the screen and the snowfall? Well, I selected and placed a lot of the stuff that's going on, like the graphics. But most streamers use a streaming platform. Like you should, if you're interested in starting to stream, you should look up like tutorials and what program will suit you best. For myself, I like using Streamlabs because the user interface is a lot simpler compared to some other things. Back in the day, I used to use XSplitter, and then I switched to OBS, and then OBS came out with Streamlabs, which is just like a more user-friendly platform, software. But yeah, if you're ever interested in streaming, I think those are the 3 main programs for streaming, and then you can create your own like images, you can like outside of the platform, and templates. Like some people go above and beyond and add like a whole like scene frame. I like it more on the simple side, so I just added some graphics and some text, and then there is no hold on, 1 second. Okay, back. Sorry, I don't know why my mic was off there. But yeah, I just had to relocate my cat because he was starting to chew my clothes. I'm just applying an additional layer of that toner, the Clear Supple Preparation. You microneedle at home? How much is the length of needle? I prefer using a 1mm needle on my face. With that being said, I never go near my eyes with a 1mm, never. So it's really just my cheeks. Reason why is because I have some acne scars, like actual pitted crater acne scars. I really made them fade over the years by using a big microneedle. So I like using a 1mm. I never go higher than that on my face unless it's on my scar. Then I'll go to the 1.5, never above that, because that's where you, like, that's too much for, it's too much for the face. But yeah. Other than that, if I'm just microneedling specifically for increasing the absorption of my skincare products, like using a 1mm is for specific anti-aging purposes. Like you use a 1mm if you want to stimulate collagen deep within the skin, if you want to help lift and firm and tighten the skin, and if you want to help prevent deep set wrinkles and literally aging. I actually microneedled my neck as well, which was very hard because my neck is gonna start aging soon, I'm sure. But yeah, I microneedle at home. For the next step of my skincare, I'm going to be going in with my Nacific Fresh Cica Plus Clear Serum. This is an ultra intensive, lightweight skin repairing serum. It's amazing if you have acne, if you have damaged dry skin. That's also dehydrated. You can put it on your eyes as well because there's no acids in it, so it's safe. It's not an exfoliator or anything like that, so it's safe to put all over. I seriously love this stuff. So previously I was talking about like the cream version of this, which is so good. And so many of you guys bought it. And I'm so happy about that because I'm like, yes, hype up the good skincare products that nobody knows about. But this one is like the serum version of that cream. It's the exact same thing, but just like the serum version. So it's good if you have like more of that combination skin type and you can't use so many layers of like cream based products, or if, say for example, you have a routine that you really like to layer a bunch of products, then it's good as well. With that being said, you guys, it is time to announce our final 12 days of Christmas. Actually, let me just put on, let me just put on like some sort of lip product, because like I can't stand looking at my lips when they look so pale. Like it really is just making me look ill. There, that's a bit better. At least we have some sort of life in our lips now. It's because I haven't eaten a thing yet today. Oh my god, I'm on such like a Korean Asian food kick again. I love it. But yeah, today it's time for the final coupon code for the 12 days of Christmas that we are doing during Vlogmas. Since it's almost Christmas time, I am so happy that we are finishing up this 12 days of Christmas. You guys have been loving it. But anyway, the last coupon code for this series is Christmas 12. Christmas 12. What does this code get you on glowatelier.com? Let me just put it into chat for you guys. HTTPS. Ooh, it's in all capitals. My bad. HTTPS. Yes. This coupon code is another free gift item. Our last coupon code we did was to make up for 2 days because I forgot one day. I was so tired I completely forgot about the 12 days of Christmas. So it was a pretty generous discount, but this one is a last free item that you can get. I am so excited. It is going to be the glowing totes. The glowing totes. You guys loved the glowing tote bag. I love the glowing tote bag. It is handmade by me, custom designed myself. I literally drew the image on the bag. I made these all by hand for you guys, and I use my glowing tote bag pretty much every day now when I go out, because the only time I'm going out these days is to grocery shop and ship your orders and run errands. And this is like, I just love tote bags so much. And the reason why I wanted to make tote bags is because when I lived in South Korea, you guys, when I lived in South Korea, it was my favorite thing when I would go to like Innisfree, Etude House, other skincare stores, and they would have these special events that weren't very often at all. And it would be like, if you spent a certain amount, you would get like a free tote bag that was like limited edition for that event. And it was my favorite surprise. I would like go to checkout. I'd just be getting like my skincare, my cosmetics, whatever I needed. And they would just be like, oh, gift. And I would be like, oh my gosh. And I still use those tote bags to this day. Like, I think the number one tote bag that I use is like the one I got from Innisfree. And like, I kid you not, like 10 years ago when I lived in Korea. And then the one I got in Japan when I went to the 20th anniversary of the Sailor Moon, whatever. The best. Like, obsessed. So I wanted to bring that experience to my skincare store. Anyway, they're all custom designed, custom made. There is, of course, a minimum order amount to be able to get this bag. So you have to spend at least $55 on the website. That's pretty much two products, maybe 3 products if you're buying like really affordable products on the store. But if you spend $55 or more, you will get this bag free, which is a $24 value. $24 value. So you're getting it absolutely free. Plus, if you live in the US or Canada, your order is free shipping over $50, which is amazing. So you're going to be getting free shipping and a free handmade, hand-designed by me glowing tote bag. Super amazing. I love this bag so much. You have to add the bag to your cart and it will automatically be given for free with the code Christmas12 at the checkout process. So you'll see it in your cart, but it will be free because of the Christmas 12 coupon. So make sure you add it to your cart to be able to get it for free on orders $55 and more, and you'll also get that free shipping to US and Canada. If you are international, it's free shipping over $125, I believe, just because obviously international shipping is a lot more expensive. But yeah, that is the final 12 days of Christmas coupon code. I am so excited about it, so excited. But my skin's drying out, so we gotta move on. We gotta move on, you guys. Let me see. Back to the comments. You have 1 coffee, but that's it. Makes me have to pee more. So green tea is good. I do like green tea. I usually have 1 to 2 coffees a day, and then around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. is where I switch to green tea, because usually my energy crashes around that time. Like 3 p.m. I start to crash. So I like having some form of caffeine that's like not as aggressive. So I usually go to green tea. Sometimes I do like a black tea, but mostly green tea. See, you know what, you explain my routine in a nutshell, and I think it's a moon in Pisces trait. Your creative could be hardworking, but not in 9 to 5 routine. Yeah. 9 to 5s kill me. I literally can't function on a 9 to 5. Like, I'm just like miserable and exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Hey Civic, sorry, I'm just seeing your comment now. Happy New Year! I do have my New Year's goals. I actually made an entire video about it. So if you guys want to check out my New Year's goal video. That was actually one of our recent Vlogmas episodes. Let me just go over and I will link it for you guys in chat if you want to watch what my plan for my New Year's resolutions are. Yes, so I already made a video. Let me just find that. So self-care, it's the self-care video, and I'll just link it to in chat. My New Year goals. There, so linked in chat for you guys. Yeah. Bibiana asks, could you recommend me a new moisturizer? I had been trying the Tatcha water cream, but it caused me to break out. Fragrance, I believe. It's hard to know what exactly will break you out. Fragrance is an easy one to lay blame on, but it's more often than not the case. Certain creams can have things like silicones in there, and I feel like a lot of Western skincare products, like even though Tatcha is Japanese skincare, it is planned by a Western company, so there are differences. I would look into the formula a little more intensively to really find out what could be causing you acne. My favorite thing is to go to a website, if you didn't already know about this, CostDNA, I think it's .com, I'm not too sure. Anyway, I just popped the name of it in chat. And that is an excellent website for analyzing an ingredients list of skincare to find out what ingredients can be comedogenic or potentially irritating to cause acne. So if you ever use a skincare product and you feel like it's causing you to break out, always copy and paste the ingredients list from the official website for that product and input it into CostDNA's ingredient analyzer, and it will list to you the potential irritating ingredients that could lead to acne. But since everybody's skin is different, it's really hard to know what will and will not break someone out. I personally always love using more gentle ingredients that are known for being good for people with sensitive skin, because generally if something is catered for someone with sensitive skin, it's less likely to cause acne and breakouts, which is why a lot of the products that I sourced for Glow Atelier are all catered to a sensitive skin type. Like pretty much everything is for sensitive skin because they're just better for you. But anyway, the last product that we used so far, we did a freshening with a cotton pad of the Claire Supple Preparation Unscented Facial Toner. This is a holy grail toner of mine for 10 years now. I've always had a bottle of this on the go. Then we calmed and soothed our skin with the Nacific Fresh Cica Plus Clear Serum to give us all those calming, cooling, anti-inflammatory, anti-acne bacteria benefits. Next, I'm going to be going in with another serum because my skin's hella dehydrated. I'm going to be using my I'm From Rice Serum. I love this stuff because it has rice ferment in there. I think it's like at 82%, something like that. Don't quote me. Let's see. Oh, sorry, 73%. And rice ferment gives you all the benefits of rice extract. Plus, because it's in that fermented state, it amplifies its ability to give antioxidants to the skin. So it's like a really lightweight, hydrating, gentle antioxidant serum with anti-aging benefits. And rice ferment and rice extracts brighten the skin naturally. So it's good for evening out the skin tone non-aggressively. So with continual use over time, it will start to do that. Plus, it has really lightweight oil controlling benefits. So if you feel like you're a combination skin type, whoa, what made my bangs go? If you feel like you're a combination skin type that always gets a little oily to a degree, like you can literally be dry combination and still get oily in the T-zone. Because rice naturally has those oil controlling benefits, it's great for the skin. Plus it has niacinamide in there, which also helps to control and regulate your oil production throughout the day. It helps to refine the pores, and niacinamide also brightens the skin as well. Really just great. A great product. My older videos are coming up on your YouTube feed. You saw one from in Korea, And Kim was in stage. Wow, why is it recommending that? That is the oldest video. That's literally like a 9-year-old video, or 8 years ago. That's insane. I wonder why it would recommend that. It could be because Kim's in it. So if you've been watching Kim Dao's channel and my channel at this, like within the same time frame, that could be why it's recommending that video. And if you feel like my older videos that feature both me and Kim are being recommended to you frequently, it could be because you're watching both our channels and we're in those videos together. In which step of skincare do you microneedle, and how often do you think is the maximum? Your microneedling process should always be after you cleanse. And you should always prep the skin with some sort of alcohol. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, don't use alcohol on your skin, it's so bad. But if you are going to be stabbing yourself with a million needles over and over again, you need to sanitize your skin. It doesn't matter. You have to sanitize your skin. So always thoroughly cleanse, then follow up with some form of alcohol. It can be like 72% alcohol, isopropyl, to sanitize your face. I'll also use that same alcohol to soak your microneedle before you use it. I always soak it. Then you microneedle your face as much as you want, your neck, whatever. After that, go in with the alcohol again to sanitize those open wounds, because you just literally created a bunch of microscopic, small, tiny pierce holes into your skin. You don't want them to get infected or anything like that. So alcohol, again, it will sting, yes, but you need to do it. And then you will follow up with your remaining skincare routine. So that is the point after you microneedle, where you're going to use all your calming, soothing, deep hydrating, deep repairing skincare products. You can also use a vitamin C. A lot of people suggest using a vitamin C after you microneedle. I personally don't like using it because I found, like with my sensitive skin type, I find if I use a vitamin C after I microneedle with a 1mm needle, it leads to a lot of irritation. So I prefer using other skincare products that still give me antioxidants that are going to stimulate collagen without irritating my skin. So my ginseng serum, you'll find me using my ginseng serum after I microneedle, and really I just focus on a lot of calming and soothing products. Because for example, if you go to a salon, if you go to a esthetician skin clinic and you get a microneedling service, you're not going to catch them using vitamin C or anything that's going to like potentially irritate the skin. It's mostly just a lot of like calming and soothing products and like masks that they'll do. So I'll do all my calming and soothing skincare, and then I'll follow up with a face mask, like a sheet mask that is known for calming and reducing irritation and inflammation. And then I'll use like a really repairing, restoring cream after. And I'll also generally use a topical antibiotic ointment as well. That's usually used for wounds to prevent infection again. Speaking of cream, I need to use my cream. Today's is going to be the 𝐕𝐈𝐃 Zinc Enriched or Enriched Zinc Cream. I love this stuff for the days that my skin is just like really angry. So this is an ultra repairing cream. It's not crazy heavy either, but it's so good if you're a dry skin type. Like if your skin is compromised in any way, like you have acne, you have redness, you have irritation, you're dry, you're flaking, you have a damaged skin barrier, you're getting a lot of irritation, this is a cream to use because it's pretty lightweight and it's focused for repairing the skin. So it's for those moments where your skin is compromised. So again, if I was microneedling, you'll catch me using a cream like this to help repair, restore, calm, and soothe the skin. It's got a panthenol in there. The zinc as well is really good for strengthening. the skin. I think it has niacinamide as well. Maybe not though. It has HoneyBii rhamnoids. I always forget the ingredients because there's quite a few. HoneyBii rhamnoids is like a superfood antioxidant for the skin for repairing. It has hibiscus. Ooh, I like hibiscus. Centella asiatica, Houtunia cordata. So a lot of classic Korean formulations that are known for all those calming, cooling, soothing, repairing benefits of the skin. Who remembers when Centella asiatica first became like super trendy? And it was like the wow ingredient of Korean skincare that everybody was like obsessed with. I mean, we're still obsessed with it, but it's definitely lost some of its like hype because so many things have it. What's the name again? It is the 𝐕𝐈 Enriched Cream Zinc Tube. This one right here by the brand 𝐕𝐈. So good if your skin is just like hates you. This is a winter must-have for dry skin or people with acne. Finally able to catch you live. Yay! So happy to hear that, Simone. The bag is so cool and elegant. You did a great job. Thanks. I wanted a tote bag that was aesthetic because like there's so many tote bags like on the market in the world, and a lot of them are just super cheesy for me. Like you can get like tote bags at the dollar store and they're just so ugly in my opinion. And I'm like, oh, I want another tote bag, but why do they all got to be so corny? Like I want something that's like, oh wow, where did she get that, you know? So I just designed it myself. Do I drink coffee? Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? Hey, Shell, how are you? Do I have any suggestions for body skincare products? Yeah, specifically for hyperpigmentation. Honestly, you can use any skincare product you would use for the face on your body. You'll catch me doing that all the time because like sometimes I get back acne, like not super aggressive, but enough to be present and annoying. And I will literally just take like a glycolic acid toner on a cotton pad and just like, not even on a cotton pad, who am I kidding? I'll just put it right on my hands and just like pat it on my back where I'm getting my back acne, and like resolves the issue so fast. And also because it's that glycolic acid, it just gets rid of hyperpigmentation so quickly. You can also use it on your chest, anywhere you want that you have issues. Like a lot of the times, body specific products that are targeted towards skin conditions can be a bit of a gimmick. Especially price point wise. Like sometimes, yes, you can find good ones out there that aren't gimmicky or overly expensive, but a lot of the time you can just go to 𝐷𝐷𝐻𝑒M, the ordinary stores, get like a $5 glycolic acid toner, any glycolic acid toner, and just use it where you have those pigmentation issues on your body, and it's fine. That's what I do. Otherwise, there is one body product I have actually been enjoying that's not too expensive by Medicube. It's their body acne spray. I don't know. It's pretty convenient. It's an AHA and BHA mist. I actually talked about it in my my best of 2021 skincare video. I will also copy that for you and paste it in chat. Best skincare 2021 video. This video has everything I was loving in terms of skincare throughout 2021, and I do talk about some body products as well. Ooh, getting thirsty. The last step for my skincare routine, I'm going to go ahead and use SPF because I wear SPF every day. Without noticing it, I never really talk about this one, but it's the 𝐕𝐈 Mild Sunblock Protection Tube. It is a cream formula that is not too heavy on the skin, but it's loaded with antioxidants, skin calming and soothing ingredients, and it has oil balancing ingredients in there to just be like a really lovely day cream. It's slightly sweat resistant as well, so this is a good one to bring on vacation if you're planning to go on vacation, or if you feel like you just get oily during the day. This one really caters towards people with like a dry combination sensitive skin type. Again, pardon my skin, I get red when I touch it. But it's even got that panthenol ingredient in there, which is like one of the top calming and repairing skincare ingredients. And what I love so much about Korean skincare is that they always cater towards that sensitive skin type. So you're always going to get so many beneficial skincare ingredients in your SPF, which is something that you just don't see done well with any kind of Western SPF. But as you can see, like, I still get that glass skin radiance. It is a little brightening on the face, but not really much of a white cast at all. And it doesn't look oily, which I love. Like, my skin looks like Korean glass skin. Not oily, but just glowing. It's a lovely SPF. I'm going to be starting to talk about it more because I realized I just haven't been. Because when you have like 2 other SPFs, it's kind of hard to constantly talk about SPF. But this one is so good and so underhyped. And it just has so many wonderful benefits for skincare without being super heavy. And it doesn't have any fragrance either. So if you know for a fact that you are hypersensitive to fragrance in skincare, this one is so lovely because it just doesn't. And it feels lightweight, like it really doesn't feel heavy at all. Absolutely love it. So let me just look at some of the ingredients. Let me just open that up. So you got that Centella asiatica again, which is one of the best well-known calming and soothing ingredients that is in Korean formulations with those anti-inflammatory benefits. So it's good for acne-prone skin. It's good for sensitive skin, just overall really good. It's got that hydrator butylene glycol that I love so much. It's also got chamomile extract to calm and soothe the skin, reduce that inflammation, reduce that redness. Actually, now that I think about it, it really did reduce the redness on my skin, didn't it? Yeah, it really did, didn't it? That's pretty nice. And then you got Chlorella vulgaris, which is a skin firming and strengthening ingredient. So again, you're getting those anti-aging benefits from this without it being heavy. And then you get, of course, your broad spectrum protection as well. Just overall, a nice, minimal SPF that still delivers essential skincare for keeping the skin looking youthful and amazing. Anyway, that is going to be it for my skincare routine today. So let's just recap what we did. We freshened and washed my face with the cotton pad of the Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented Facial Toner, and then we went in with an additional layer just for added hydration. Then we went in and we used a skin repairing, hydrating, calming, and soothing anti-inflammatory, anti-acne serum for sensitive skin to help calm and soothe my angry, dehydrated skin. Then we went in and we got all our benefits of rice ferment, so our antioxidants, our anti-aging, our skin brightening, and our oil balancing effects from our rice serum right here, the I'm From Rice serum. Then we went in with a repairing, calming and soothing cream from 𝐕𝐈𝐃, the zinc cream to repair the skin, to nourish the skin and stimulate the recovery process while calming and soothing. Then we finished up the daytime routine with the 𝐕𝐈𝐃 Mild Sunblock SPF 50 for some anti-aging skin firming benefits, calming and soothing benefits, and of course our anti-aging SPF protection without being heavy. All in all, a great skincare routine when your face, like your skin is compromised, but you don't want to be like super, super heavy and shiny. Like, I don't look oily, but my skin feels better. Like, it really is not oily at all. It feels great. What a nice routine. Really good, really good. Remember, you guys, orders $55 or more will get the free glowing tote bag at checkout if you add it into your cart. And also orders of $50 or more are free shipping to US and Canada. And international shipping is free shipping over $125, I believe. Maybe it's $75, I don't know. I always forget. It will say on the website though. My lips are still really dry. I am so dehydrated this morning, you guys. Like, wow. Like a girl is thirsty. I am using my ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip from the Sailor Moon collection just because it was sitting there. I don't use it that often because it's a little bit light in color. But it's good for if I just need like something to like seal and everything. You love light rice ferment skincare, used for years, skin and hair too? Nice. You watch me and Kim? True. Yeah, that's probably why it's being recommended then. Hey B, just wondering what your thoughts are on having professional microneedling done. I think the benefits to professional microneedling is that a lot of the professional services have additional benefits to them. Like there's different forms of microneedling you can get done at a skin esthetician clinic that you just can't get at home. So for example, there is now a microneedling device that does rapid microneedling with high frequency at the exact same time, which is insane. So with the high frequency, you're also going to get like an added skin boosting, benefiting experience. Have I done it before? No. Would I be curious to do it? Maybe. So it's cool. Otherwise, for other microneedling services, it is fun because there are so many different like formulas that they add into the microneedling device, which is pretty fun. One of the professional microneedling services I got done was a skin booster microneedling cocktail, I think they called it, and it had Botox in it. So what that does is, because it's not going deep into the skin, it's not going to do anything in terms of like anti-wrinkle, freezing any part of the face. But what the Botox does when used on a 5mm microneedle is it tightens the pores and slightly tightens the surface layer of the skin all over the face. It was so cool. Like my pores definitely looked smaller and like were tightened, but it lasted maybe 2 months at most. So would I do it again? Probably. I don't know. See, the thing is, like, there's a difference between home microneedling and professional microneedling. Professional, you get all those added benefits, but it comes at a cost, a much higher cost. But when you're doing your own microneedling at home, it's a one-time investment for a good period of time that you're going to get benefits on without having to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I personally am fine doing my own microneedling at home, but it is absolutely lovely to treat yourself to one of those fancier microneedling experiences to get the added benefits. But I've been doing my own microneedling at home for years now. I'm not the most consistent with it because I just straight up forget to do it. But it revolutionized my acne scars. Like I used to have really bad acne scars when I was like in my early 20s, like 22, 23, until I bought my first microneedling device when I lived in Korea. It was the 1mm microneedling device, and it changed the game for my cheeks. Like I really used to have bad acne scars in my cheeks, and now they're pretty much undetectable. So like certain lighting, you can catch it a little bit, but it's barely anything. So I'm more so pro do it yourself at home, but just make sure that you like educate yourself on how to properly do it at home to be safe, as to not hurt yourself, scar yourself, cause more damage than good, and vice versa. It's definitely like a confidence thing as well. Like you have to be confident and okay with doing it yourself as well. And obviously not afraid of needles, but I love it. I think a lot of people too are afraid to do like home microneedling when it comes to larger needles, like the 1 millimeter and higher, because it does come along with pain, while say for example using a 0.5 millimeter is pretty small, so there's not much pain associated to it. But yeah, it's totally up to you. I would say educate yourself a little bit on the how-tos to do it safely at home, to know if it's something that you would want to pursue on your own terms. How to take care of yourself, your bikini area after waxing and sugaring. See, the thing is, I don't really wax or sugar, but similarly to any kind of irritation on the skin, what I would do is I would focus on calming and soothing the area after doing it. I used to epilate, which is like a machine operated sugaring, which is pretty painful, to be honest. And I would say just focus on getting rid of the irritation and the redness after doing the procedure to yourself. So I would put a lot of aloe vera on that area after doing it to calm and cool and reduce inflammation in the skin. Then I would use like a zinc kind of cream as well to reduce irritation and help repair the skin as well. You can even ice the area if you get a really, really bad inflammation and irritation after doing it also. That would be my suggestion. And then try not to wear underwear for like the first 24 hours after doing a waxing or sugaring, because the elastic bands rubbing on that area can cause a lot of irritation and even ingrown hairs as well. You're going to be ordering. Thanks, Kristen. I appreciate it. I always love packing all your orders after we stream. I pack all of them. It's so fun. When is it necessary to use both serums? Whenever you want. If you're using a serum, there is no reason why you can't use multiple serums. I've always used 2 serums in my skincare routine because serums are a concentrated formula of beneficial ingredients that target a certain condition. So say for example, you want to target calming and soothing and anti-irritation, but you also are concerned about skin aging. There is absolutely no reason you can't use 2 serums back to back. I always use 2 serums back to back. Like you'll rarely ever see me using 1 serum in a routine. It's always 2 or more. Usually 2 though. One serum to target a specific thing, 1 serum to target another. And it's almost always a mixture of calming with anti-aging, like some sort of anti-aging serum and a calming and soothing serum. The choice is up to you and what skin concerns you have and what you want to target. The only real rule is not to mix acids and not to mix exfoliators. So for example, if you're using a vitamin C serum, you can't use a retinol serum. No. You can't mix acids, you can't mix any kind of exfoliating products. So that's why for me, it's always just safe to do like a calming serum with a other functional serum. It's always that for me. Or like a hydrating calming serum with, I don't know, a vitamin C serum. You're on YouTube for so long and made a lot of videos, but do you have a dream video idea that you have not done yet? I don't know. I don't. Like, what would even be a dream video? Like, I've always made the content that I enjoy. So, I'm not too sure what a dream video would be. I just think that's not possible because anything outside of what I already do wouldn't be me, right? And then if I did want to make any kind of different content, I probably wouldn't put it on this channel. I would make a separate channel. Like, a part of me, for example, has always wanted to do anime and manga related content, but that just doesn't fit into my channel. And also, I've always steered clear a bit from it because it's like, whenever you talk about like TV shows or movies or books, that's where you get like critics that want to fight. I am not a confrontational personality type, so if someone's trying to argue with me, I just like, you know? So that's why I've never really done it. Plus, it requires a lot of self-education, and I feel like I've maxed out my self-education potential with skincare and everything else that I do, that adding another genre of self-education is just like exhausting, the thought of it. I'm already too much. How often do I use microneedle in the maximum? Well, that again also depends on the size of needle that you're using. This is why I say you should definitely like educate yourself on like Google tutorials, Google guides, like just Google how to microneedle, because there are rules depending on the needle size. So say for example, you're using a 0.5 millimeter needle. You can use that, I think, up to once a week. But if you use anything larger than a 0.5 millimeter, you have to take like weeks breaks in between. So say for example, I recently used a 1 millimeter needle on my face. I need to take, I believe, a minimum of 3 weeks off before I can do it again, because the skin has to heal and recover and fill in those holes that I made in my face, essentially. If you're using a 1.5 to 2 millimeter microneedle, I think, and again, 1.5 is like, you cannot use anything higher than that on the face. It's like minimum 1 month to 6 weeks before you can use it again. And then 2 millimeter, it's like the 6 weeks, I believe, something around that range. Just because it is creating holes in your skin and they have to recover and heal. And if you don't give yourself the appropriate time off in between, that's where you will scar yourself. And that's not good. But it's always best to do your own research before diving into something so intensive, because you don't want to hurt yourself by accident. Like, that would be really... Are we not focused? There we go. You love that Korean spa and go there. Microneedling at home probably more often and more beneficial over time. Yeah, I think so. I think doing microneedling in a spa is good for like the occasional like luxury treatment, but otherwise you can do it at home, especially if you already have a bunch of skincare products. Because I think a lot of people would do microneedling services in a salon because they have all those products they can use after to treat the skin correctly. But if you have like a vast skincare collection, or you have enough skincare that will give you the benefits that you're seeking alongside your microneedling experience, then I don't really see a point to go to a salon. Unless you want the microneedling that comes with the Botox, because you can't get that on your own. That's impossible to get on your own. Then I would obviously go to a salon. You remember I recommended the rice serum to you? Do you also think I need the 𝐔𝐏𝐋𝐿 serum? I'm in my early 30s, oily, dry, flaky, dehydrated. I would say yeah. Like, if you feel like you are just like really dehydrated, then there's nothing wrong with adding a super hydrating serum into the mix. It really is dependent on what you feel that your skin needs and how intense you want to create your skincare routine. Like, are you willing to have that many steps in your routine? There is never anything wrong with adding more beneficial skincare, in my opinion. Like, some days you'll catch me adding like 7 different products to my face, mostly at night. Actually, I pretty much do that every night. And it's always an amazing experience, but it's totally up to you. For dehydrated skin, it never hurts to add another hydrating, calming, and soothing ingredient into the mix, or product into the mix. It's totally up to you. But since your skin's dehydrated, it would be a smart choice to have another hydrating serum in there. Ooh, I am getting hungry, you guys. Oh my gosh, last night I made baoshi for the first time, like bao buns. They were so good and so easy to make. Oh my god, I made way too much filling for the buns, so now we have like almost an entire bowl of filling. Like, we probably used a third of the bowl and not nearly enough dough. So like after this stream, you guys, I'm gonna like go make homemade like bao bun dough. I need to perfect it before I film it for a vlog, because like yesterday there was definitely a lot of errors. But I'll for sure share like my recipe once I figure it out. I'm getting so hungry. I'm like, does anybody else get super hungry in the late hours of the night? Like, I literally can go, like, yeah, it's 12:14 p.m. right now. I can go the entire morning not being hungry whatsoever. And then like around midday I start getting hungry, but it's literally from like 10 p.m. till like 1 a.m. I'm starving. And I have like the wildest appetite at those hours too. Like, I am down to make all the food at that time. Catch me like being master chef at 1 a.m. I can do it. But during the day, forget about it. Like, I just don't want to. But of course, like, I'm really like, I try to be more strict on my diet and like be like, no, you can't eat at these like ridiculous hours. Mind you, in December, I broke that rule so much and I got like fried chicken at like 10 p.m. Sometimes at like 11 p.m. It was so bad. It was so good though. It definitely put some fat on me, but like, really, like, I can eat anything and create anything at like 12 o'clock at night. It's so bad. Here, let me get that off the screen. Klare skincare as a whole is overlooked, even though they have great products. What do you think of 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄 blackhead peeling? Blackhead peeling? Do you mean blackhead power liquid? I wouldn't say Klare's is an overlooked brand. It's actually one of the most popular in the Korean skincare market. I mean, like, maybe 8 years ago they used to be overlooked, but Klare's has definitely dominated this Korean skincare market on a global presence, for sure. Which is why so many people are familiar with the brand. I would say there's more underhyped brands out there, such as BiiBiiBeauty and 𝐕𝐈𝐃, which is why I wanted to bring those two brands into Glow Atelier, because you barely see anybody in the skincare community, especially on a global market, talking about BiiBiiBeauty and 𝐕𝐈𝐃, especially 𝐕𝐈𝐃. And these are like two brands that are really well known in South Korea, that like South Korean like skincare influencers and influencers on a whole, you'll catch them using. But like globally, nobody's talking about it. So yeah, I think there's a lot of underhyped, overlooked Korean skincare products that are amazing and really good that just haven't had the chance that they deserve on a global market, which is where I come in and my store comes in and where I want to bring in those kind of products. In terms of 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄 Blackhead Power Liquid, I've been a huge fan since they launched. I was working in South Korea almost 10 years ago when the brand was first launching, and Wishtrend was actually one of the first stores to house 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄 before anybody knew about them. I remember before they launched, we had their first few products that they were coming out with sitting on like my desk. And it was about a month before they launched, 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄 launched, and we had like their demo products, like literally without the label, like the product incomplete packaging, like just with like the raw like labeling on it to let you know what it was. And I remember like being like, why are these on my desk? And then like my boss was like, oh, this is a new skincare brand we're going to be selling soon. And I was like, oh, cool, okay. And they've become so famous. 𝐔𝐿 originally became famous because of the Reddit forum Asian Beauty, and specifically for targeting acne prone skin. I remember. I'm so happy for them. I'm considering bringing 𝐔𝐿 into Glow Atelier, but because they're so well known, I'm like, do I really want to bring them in? I probably will. I've been trying to communicate with them, but they haven't been answering me. And I'm like, why? I'm literally one of your first hyping people that ever hyped up your brand, but okay. So we'll see. But yeah, I love a majority of their products. I love their Blackhead Power Liquid, their AHA Whitehead Power Liquid, almost all of their spot pads, the original spot pad, and the hydrating one I love. The green one I didn't like so much, it was okay. And then their original SPF, Aloe Soothing SPF, I think I was the first person to ever review that online for a global market. Like my review has like so many views, and it still like gets traffic. And I'm like, yo, this review is so old. I loved their hyaluronic acid essence as well. That was like, oh, their essence and their cream. I really love almost all their products. Their snail mucin too, that was a classic. My skin hated it 8 years ago, but now it loves it. He loves to cook legged at night. Oh, I don't ever though. Do I love the idea of it? Yes. Do I actually do it? No. Because I know it will make me so fat if I eat late at night. Like, it literally will make me so fat. Pacific is such a good, promising brand. I know, they have so many good products. When I first tried them out in 2020, I was like literally blown away. I was like, holy crap, why is nobody talking about this brand? Like, I need to get the word out. Like, this is amazing. Like, everything I've used from Pacific has been so good. So good. Have I shared the mystery code yet? I have. It is you must have came in just like within the past 2 minutes. The mystery code is Christmas 12, just a reminder. It is an automatic discount where you get the glowing, what is this placement? You will get the glowing tote bag free. It's a $24 value. This is my handmade. I handmade all of them. Custom designed. I drew the design myself, printed it, placed it on the bag, everything done by hand. You will get that free on orders of $55 or more, plus free shipping to US and Canada. Today only for 24 hours. This code will be automatic. So how you will get this is you have to have at least $55 worth of products, then add the glowing tote bag into your cart, and it will automatically be given free with this code at checkout. That is it. What is my holy grail Pacific product? That's really hard. That is actually really hard to say. Oh, I would probably have to say it would be the Pacific Fresh Herb Origin Toner and the Fresh Herb Origin SPF. Oh, do I have to have just one? Frick. It would probably be the SPF. That's hard. Like, literally, there's so many I love. I pretty much love everything. I do love everything from Pacific. The cleansing oil is bomb diggity. The Fresh Herb Origin Toner is so good. I've already gone through a whole bottle of it. The Phytoniacin Whitening Toner is so good. So good at brightening the skin, but being gentle. The two serums we have from them, the Cica serum and the Phytoniacin Whitening Serum, are both so amazing. The SPF, I've gone through a whole tube of that already. I started using it in like the early spring. Love it. What else? Oh, the Fresh Herb Origin Cream is so good. Nobody talks about it. The AHA BHA cream also, like, so good if you have dehydrated dry skin but you still want to use AHA and BHA without it super drying out your skin. Like, I love using acids, but they literally fuck me up. My skin is so dry and dehydrated that I use one acid serum. Like, if I use a glycolic acid serum, my skin is devastated for 4 days after that. Like, my skin is so dry and dehydrated, I can't. So using a cream or a gel version of acids is like the only way for me to be able to benefit from using acids without it messing up my skin. Love it. The 𝐔𝐏𝐃𝐃 Clear Plus cream, so good because, oh my god, it just like is so good for repairing damaged skin. Like, it's so like, oh my god, if you're dehydrated, dry, and like irritated with acne, game changer. And then the cleansing foam is just so gentle but effective. It's just a pleasure, and it comes in such a big size, it lasts forever. Like, you buy that cleanser and you're gonna have it for like a year. I kid you not. Lasts forever. Do you think nourishing oils such as the Darfing, for example, or any brand are helpful at all? Not for me in my experience. The only times I've really actually enjoyed using an oil is at the end of my evening routine to kind of seal everything in. Otherwise, when I've used oils, facial oils, with an expectation to see results, I've never seen it. I think, oh wait, no, there's been one oil that ever did help my skin. Remember, I have dehydrated, dry, compromised skin. The only time a facial oil ever actually made a difference was the Decem the Ordinary Marula oil. And again, using it at the end of my routine to seal everything in. That actually made a difference. I've used like multiple other facial oils since then, and it's just been like, okay, like, what's the point? Like, if anything, my skin feels more dry. For example, rosehip oil, nothing. Does crap all for my skin. Doesn't do a thing. Nada. Like, somehow I use a rosehip oil and my skin ends up being more dry. That's just my personal opinion, though. Anyway, you guys, that is the code for the day. Remember, you will have 24 hours to use this benefit on Glow Atelier. This is the final 12 days of Christmas discount code. After that, that's it. 12 days of Christmas is over. It will be over. So this is the last mystery code of the series. 24 hours only. It will be finished at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, Toronto Eastern Standard Time. That will be it. No more. That will be the final chance, or that will be when it ends. So you have a full 24 hours to get the free glowing tote bag, the handmade custom designed bag by me on orders of $55 up, with free shipping to US and Canada, free shipping on orders over $125 to the international viewers. But that will be it. You have to add the tote bag to your cart for it to automatically be free at checkout, and your cart has to already be $55 or more. The value of the bag does not count towards the discount, so you have to make sure that the other products that you have in your cart are of $55 or more, and then the glowing tote will be discounted. The green tea enzyme cleanser, it was nice. I don't know. To be honest, I'm indifferent. It was nice. I'll give you that. I did actually enjoy it. For some reason, I still have that. How do I still have that? But like, I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed using it. Did it make a difference on my skin? No. I did not notice any difference from when I was using it and was not using it. But it was a pleasure to use. Like, it was a good, fun skin experience that was satisfying. Like, the texture alone is so satisfying, and the fact that it's a cleanser is really lovely. But did I ever repurchase it? I did not, because I just Didn't feel like it was necessary for my skin. But it was a pleasure to use. It was really nice to use. Use moisture pad in the morning as cleansing step to not damage the skin barrier. Do you think that would be that would suffice for the next skincare step to absorb into the skin? Yes. Yes. Because they are toner pads, so they already have those hydrators and those calming and soothing ingredients to prep the skin for your skincare to come. If you have an extremely dehydrated skin though, I would still suggest, like for myself, I still follow up with a hydrating toner after because it gives me additional hydration and it gives me additional benefits. So for example, Claire's Supple Preparation Unscented Facial Toner would be a great step to use after your toner pad for cleansing in the morning. But it's not necessary. Like if you don't have a super dehydrated skin type, you can skip following up with a toner after. For me, I like using the toner after because my skin's so heckin' dry. So dry. But I do like using it. But it's not always necessary. Like it's really up to what you feel like. Like some days I skip using the toner after, some days I use a toner after. It really just depends on like what I feel my skin needs in that moment. But anyway, you guys, we are going to be ending our live stream here today. We have been live for just about an hour and a half. We've been live for almost an hour and a half. We are going to be ending it here today. The next video that you see coming out on our channel will be in the new year. I'm going to be taking some time off to spend with my family at home, just relaxing, enjoying the holidays, spending every single day playing video games. Because that is what I do every winter break. Like literally this is like a lifelong tradition of mine, is to just like be at home playing video games for a full week straight. Like I've done this my whole life. Like I am still very much a kid at heart, forever and always a child. But the lives are always saved, Selena. They're always saved on the channel. Lives never disappear. They're always on my channel. So don't worry about that. If you wanted to rewatch the live, you will find it on my channel after. It always gets saved. But yes, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy your Christmas season. And thank you everyone who joined us for the 12 days of Christmas during Vlogmas. It was so much fun. I loved the 12 days of Christmas. It just added such thrill to everything. I loved it. We're definitely going to be doing similar kind of things in the new year, but maybe not as intense. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed the 12 days of Christmas as well. What a fun benefit. And I will see you guys in the new year in 2022. But of course, I'll still be posting to like Instagram and Twitter. But we will not be on YouTube. We'll be taking a small break for the holidays. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in 2022.